Okay, so today we are going to be looking at Tales from the Server. Now, this is a subreddit I'm interested in because I'm actually a waitress. I work bar, on the floor, and deal with chefs and customers. Therefore, this is going to be one of my pet peeves as well. Okay, first one is use the ice scoop. I use that ice bin for my personal drinks, and I don't like you enough to eat from your dirty hands. This is very much a rant about her colleagues. I'm guessing at her, but this is a wee bit of a rant that most people that have to work bar will probably know. Okay, I hate when my fellow staff don't use ice scoops. Why? My immune system has issues due to medication side effects. I get sick easier than many. Half of the servers don't use an ice scoop and it annoys me to no end. A month ago I got neurovirus for no reason. No one else in my family did, and the only other place I ate/drank was at work. I missed 3 days and lost 10 pounds. A wee bit I've got to say here. If you got neurovirus from someone at work, that means they came in with neurovirus. Also, it can spread through the air. But you might have a lawsuit on your hands if it finds out that someone came in with neurovirus and got everyone sick. And I'm curious if other people at work got sick, because I know my place spreads everything. So I've been calling people out a little more. The ice scoop is right there, people. It's not a burden. Plus, I'm also all over the broken glass in the ice. We gotta clean out. They break the ice in there? They break the glass in the ice. No. This is very much gonna annoy me. Tonight I'm watching a sassy female server in the kitchen, not around customers, who had a full job in the hospital, line up 6 glasses, then stick them all in with her hand. I touch her on the arm. Is there a reason you can't use the ice scoop? I asked. Her response: who the fuck are you to tell me what to do? You aren't my dad. Fuck you. And this woman works in a hospital as well? I'm guessing it's a janitor because by God, that is stupid. Maintenance? Just use an ice scoop. We aren't fucking, and I don't want to drink from where your hands have been. I drink using that ice. Come on. You bring that up to me again, and I'm going to the general manager. Let's do that right now and see what he says. Come on, let's go. Don't threaten me with a good time. Do not use Panic at the Disco lines. No. I don't think I like this subreddit. She storms off with her drinks. Another server who saw me do it was like, I'm glad you said it, it's dirty. Fine, I'm walking back around the bar 10 minutes later. 2 bartenders, 2 servers are there, and the head bartender goes, blank, the girl from before was bitching about you in the ice. Unfortunately, we all jumped and told her to use the scoop and shut up. Yay! Oh my god, I think I don't like the server anymore. It's the fact that I'm very much a server. And I'm gonna be honest, we have some glasses where it's just the glass that goes into the ice scoop. It just goes into the ice bucket. Other than that, we use the scoop. Because if you dunk the entire glass in, it can't get as much out, because it's a bucket, there's not much room for it to move. But no, you use the ice scoop. You be sanitary. Ew. I see why this woman's so slightly annoyed at work. And if you got neurovirus, you might want to tell someone. Okay, Karen and her husband. The standard warnings of from a phone, casual food joint, etc. Our systems were down in the back, so I had to clock in on the front counter register. I was scheduled to work there anyway, so I just walked up to it on my own machine and assigned it to myself. Before I quite reached it, a family approached. I let them know that my register was not open yet and will take a few minutes, but they are welcome to order at the next register, where my co-worker was standing there waiting. The husband begins barking his own complicated order at me, facing his phone, completely ignoring me. So I grab a pen, rip off some receipt paper, and write it all down quickly so I don't forget what to enter when the system is ready. I repeat his order back and am met with an eye roll and a sigh as he confirms it. I asked a few standard questions like his drink and his side, etc. He walks away as I'm talking to him. Then having to come back and give another eye roll and sigh before each answer. When I have his details, I'll let him know, okay, you're all set, sir, thank you. He lobs off across the restaurant to a table. I deal with these types a lot, so I don't really give as much thought. I think kids order without an issue, not rude, not friendly, just fast and efficient before joining him. My machine is finally ready, so I enter it all in. I ask a name for the order, and not even kidding, the woman says, Karen. 15 minutes later, I check on the dining room and ask the family if everything came out correctly, and if they need anything. Karen's husband was still engrossed in his phone and didn't even acknowledge me. Kids nod happily, and Karen gives a quiet, we're fine, as I walk away, and begins to follow me. I didn't notice until I round the corner, but she taps me on the shoulder and asks to speak to a manager. Absolutely, let me find you one. I look for one while trying to think what might possibly be wrong, and prepare to apologize and correct it, what every server will always do. When the manager arrived, Karen is standing near the kitchen entrance where I left her, and she launches, not at me, but at the absolutely disgusting and unacceptable behavior of her husband, and falls all over herself, apologizing for him and gushing to my manager over the way I've handled it. She never stopped him smiling or being polite. I hope you keep her as long as possible, etc. It's been days and I'm still thinking about it, Karen. If you're out there, I wish you the best and you deserve much better. Oh, wow. First off, if you ask to see the manager, we think something's wrong. I know mine is very much the one that if you ask for the manager, you'll probably do something stupid. Well, at least something that will annoy me. But no, we get a lot of people come in that just want to be on their electronics. And I remember it was a girl I was training, and I told her, if they're on their electronics, do not talk to them, do not come up to them, just leave them, because they're the hardest to deal with. As, she wanted to get a drink, she had to get a drink order, and he refused to look up from his phone, so I had to take over. It's very much, if you come in, you want to, watch a YouTube video on your laptop, whatever, sure, but don't bring it out the second you're sat down. Make sure you've got at least some, we know how to approach you. Because, the guy that was on the laptop that I had to take over from, he was actually on a business call in a restaurant. Talking about, please tell us what you're doing. It would help. If we know it's something important, we can help. And we can get you a quiet corner if you need it. But if you're just being antisocial, please tell us we're allowed to interfere. Okay, let's on to the next story. Okay, this one is a wee tip for the general fact most people don't know how to handle this situation. I have only been in it for this a few times, but I semi-know what you're supposed to do. So, how to handle a customer who finished their meal, then complains about something that could have been fixed. So this person is the hostess. People come out to pay for her, and when she asked if everything was okay, they said their steak was undercooked, but I didn't want to say anything because I don't like to complain. That is where they've done wrong. You can quite easily say to someone, hey, this is cold. Hey, this isn't cooked to my standard, especially if it's steak. If anyone asks me for raw chicken, I will throw the chicken at them. If something like that happens, you do not refund everything. If someone comes up to you and says, hey, this wasn't right, it's still stuff missing from your inventory that can't be changed back. Therefore, I always go for drinks. Say they ordered something special and it took a lot of resources to make. You can't really do a lot with that. But you can take, like, some of the drinks away, like if they ordered, like, 2 glasses of Coke at, like, £2. I'm in Britain, so I'm using pounds here. It's £2 for a drink. Just take some of that off. It shows you care, but it also you can easily explain to management how you're supposed to do it. Like, you did not return them for a steak, which can be from about £8 to £24 from what I've seen. You don't want to lose, like, the £24, but you want to make the customer happy, so you can go for the £2 drinks. It's normally stuff like that some people don't think about. So I'd say you try and comp the drinks, not the meal. It's easier to explain, it's less hassle, and it shows to the manager you're able to handle a situation that won't completely destroy profits. Okay, oh yeah, one of them did the come back when I'm here and I'll give you half off your next meal thing. That can help as well. I normally just go for drinks as a default, but you're able to, like, give them a discount, give them something that will show you listened, you cared, and you want to fix it. Come back when I'm here, and I'll just give you half off. Shows that you care, you want them back, that you're going to talk with the owner, talk to the chefs, talk to the management to make sure this person gets the best meal possible next time, because we messed up this time. The last line, please help someone who doesn't really have enough personality or skills to be the face of the restaurant. I should probably be hiding in the trash with the rats. No, you shouldn't. This is very much a lot of people's first jobs. You'll be a bit unsure of yourself. I know I was, especially with handling money. You can do this. Okay? And that's going to be the end for this episode from Talesfromaserver. I probably went on a rant, doubling the amount of time on this, but I might do this again just to see, like, I'm curious how many people are servers. Or at least we'll find this and take some points even from this one, because some people don't know. Even, like, I think the youngest I've worked with is 16, so, like, this is just for you guys to know before if you ever stop the job. I'm Helios, and I will see you later.